What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another WiFinance HusBundle battle, this time for Throne of Eldraine, obviously, as you can see. So we've done 2 of these in the last 2 weeks. We started with War of the Spark, and we finished last week with Core Set 2020, and now we are here for Throne of Eldraine. We have determined already, Amy has determined already, I give Amy the choice every time because it doesn't really matter that much to me. This is going to be Amy's bundle, so we will move that off to the side and give that to her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We will move mine center stage, so to speak. And as I open it up, I will remind you, if you are unaware of the rules here, this is a finance battle. So what's going to happen is there are 10 packs inside of these bundles. We are going to open each and every pack. We are going to look at each and every card for each of us individually, and we will be counting any cards that we see. Their father is missing and their realm is in danger. Anyway, and then we will see who has. I'll try that again. We will be counting cards that.
Counting cards? That's illegal.
I mean, is it though? It's just frowned upon, really. But we're going to be counting cards towards our total that total $1 or... I've done this before, I promise.
Nah.
That total $1 or more at the time of filming, according to tcgplayer.com market prices. We have the...
Again, at the time of filming.
Correct.
So if you're watching this video way after we post it and sitting there going like, where'd you get these prices from? It's because it's way after we posted it.
Yeah, and check the date below of when this is posted. We're filming this like a day or 2 before this goes up. So yeah. The promo card that we're going to get in our packs or in our bundles is Piper of the Swarm. I'm not going to take it out of here. There's also foil lands in this. Then there's random like ad card things. I know they're upside down, but it's really somewhat irrelevant. And a regular land pack as well with just the basics from the set.
I also want to point out how amazing this playmat is.
Jesus.
It's my new Nahiri playmat, and I love it.
It is pretty great. I'm glad that you got it. It was definitely something that Amy was very excited to see. And I am excited to see the gigantic D20 from Throne of Eldraine.
Purple and gold.
So cool.
Very regal.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. So as promised, 10 packs. Let's go over them. Amy, I'm going to ask you to help me out here, though.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to zoom this thing in. So just have the boss here let me know how it looks.
There we go.
Is it good?
Nice. Yeah.
All right. So we start with a Rowan Kenrith pack, basically. She is not on her own card in this set. She is in it with her brother, and that's in the set itself. The Planeswalker deck has her on her own, I believe. So, we're going to start with this Wicked Guardian. Thrill of Possibility. There are no thralls here. Trapped in the Tower. Insatiable Appetite.
But are there scrolls is the question.
No, well, I mean, technically you don't know, right? They could be anybody. There is this Mistford River Turtle, whom I love. A Silver Flame Ritual. This card in foil is amazing looking, FYI. Sporecap Spider. Merfolk Secret Keeper. Limited All-Star Merfolk Secret Keeper. Prized Griffin. Burning Yard Trainer is the first uncommon. Clockwork Servant is the second.
He's so cute.
He is pretty cute. And Steelclaw Lance is the third. So my first rare or mythic is Castle Vantress. It is not high on the list, but boy does it count. It is number 28.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a great card. You can scry 2 with it. Or use it to make blue mana. But yeah, it counts. It's on the list. It's just low on the list. That's all. Behind Castle Vantress. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Okay. Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig in foil. I don't know if it's picking up the foiling pattern.
It did for a sec there.
Well, yeah, but then you...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Very nice.
Okay, perfect.
I'm blocking the light.
That's my fault. We have a bad setup, I guess. I'll fix it when we do Amy's opening.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig. Now, to be fair,
Beautiful.
I was able to look up the pricing of the non-foils, especially with a card like this that's a rare in foil. I will be looking up the price, and we'll find out before we do the totals, obviously. But I will leave that on the side because, good lord, that's pretty sweet. Foil rare to start. Then I have a mountain and a food token. Very nice. On to the next pack with our dragon friend here on the front. Okay, they open pretty easily. I like that. Okay, so we have a Reaper of Night, an Embereth Paladin, Unexplained Vision. I'm making a mess over here. Hold on. A Barrow Witches, Crystal Slipper, Roving Keep, Howl's Moving Castle card right here. Rose Thorn Acolyte. I like this card.
I like that one.
Yeah. Didn't say please.
I love that. I mean, go on.
He didn't say please. That's what he gets. An Ardenvale Paladin, a Dwarven Mine, a Fairy Vandal is the first uncommon. This card's great. Ferocity of the Wilds. It's also a sweet name for a card.
Yeah.
And the Beanstalk Giant.
Yay.
I love this guy.
He's so cute.
He's very good. And my next rare or mythic is Ayara, First of Lochthwain.
Sweet.
I knew this was one that Amy was going to want. There are, I forgot to mention at the top, there are 36 cards that we could open today that count towards, that are $1 or more. Only 36, and that counts showcase cards, rare and mythic showcases. So I guess technically with foils, that's not fully accurate, but I'll say non-foils. Between rares, mythics, uncommons, showcases, etc., there are 36. This is number 34 of 36. So it's definitely not high up there, but it counts, and the more cards that count, the happier I am. So here's
She's pretty cool. I like her.
Yeah, exactly. I knew you'd want this. So I hope for your sake that you open one because one, you want her, and two, it's not high value, so I don't care.
And you don't want to have to give me yours.
I would give you mine. I don't care. You know that. I don't mind. A Swamp is behind her. And a Dwarf. I love this Dwarf token.
So cool.
He is the man. This is like amazing. What a great token. We're back to a Rowan pack again. Yeah, this set is fun. It's just fun.
It is fun.
Like, yeah, there's some real busted stuff in this set. I won't lie to anyone and say that that's not true. But yeah, there's definitely some fun stuff in here as well. Red Cap Raiders. Flutter Fox. Bake into a Pie. Speaking of fun things in this set. What a great card.
Great card.
Speaking of our dwarf token from before, 7 dwarves. We have a Silver Flame Squire. Eye Collector.
Yeah.
Gross. Prophet of the Peak. Tall as a Beanstalk. The Witching Well.
Love it.
Yeah. Fairy Guidemother, also sweet. Burning Yard Trainer again is the first uncommon. Clockwork Servant again.
I love him. He's so cute.
And a Steel Claw. These are the exact 3 uncommons I got in my first pack. In that same order.
Yeah.
I want my money back. No, I don't care that much. Because, I mean...
I want my money back.
But my next rare or mythic...
Free money.
Yeah. My next rare or mythic, if it's Castle Vantress, I might be a little upset, but we'll see. It is the Wicked Wolf. This card, I do not believe, is on the list, but it's still a very sweet card. I've used this to great effect many times.
Not my favorite of the wolf cards.
Fair enough.
I do have a fondness for the wolf cards.
Yeah, this one's kind of cool. I like this guy. Behind Wicked Wolf, just a mountain and a human token.
Spell.
Yeah, well, because this is the one you get from Lovestruck Beast. Yeah. So yes, that makes perfect sense. Back to our dragon friend. Okay. We start with a great card in Outmuscle. I love it. Another Wicked Guardian. Thrill of Possibility. Crystal Slipper. Scalding Cauldron. This one's fun. Wolf's Quarry. 3 little pigs. Corridor Monitor. Prized Griffin again. Signpost Scarecrow. Fairy Vandal again is the first uncommon. Oh my god. Ferocity of the Wilds is the second. I don't remember what the third one was in the second pack, but yep, it was Beanstalk Giant. What the hell? Why? I always open weird stuff. Always. Like weird, like duplicates and weird. Okay. And my rare or mythic is a Fey Burrow Elder. Also not on the list. But I like this card. I think it's cool. It just doesn't count.
Yeah, whatever.
Behind it, a foil. Ooh. It's a foil Merfolk Secret Keeper.
Yes.
How's that look?
Pretty good.
Good.
I'm seeing it a lot more in person than on the screen, though.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I can do about that.
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
Okay, good.
Doing that.
Good. So yeah, this one I'll definitely look at. Usually I'm like, oh, a common foil? Absolutely not. But the mill deck is definitely a thing, and pimping it out is definitely a thing. So yeah, I'll look. I'll definitely leave it on the side. Merfolk Secret Keeper, kind of a cool card. Behind it, a swamp and a fairy token. Look at this guy. Or gal. I can't quite tell. But still, cool. We move on to a Paladin pack. First one of these we've seen.
I feel like that guy looks like you.
This guy?
Yeah.
That's very kind of you. Look at how handsome he is. All right. I appreciate that.
I think he looks almost just like you.
Well, hey, Wizards of the Coast, I appreciate you putting my likeness on a card. It's so nice of you.
Royalties, please.
Nice. Ardenvale Tactician. What a sweet card this card is. Reaper of Night. Embereth Paladin. There he is. Or there I am.
Yes.
Embereth Paladin. A Fierce Witch Stalker. How do you feel about this wolf card?
He's pretty kick-ass.
Look at that mouth. My God, it's huge.
Yep. I'm used to...
Big... Oh, God. I don't know that I want you to finish that sentence, no matter where you're going with it. True Love's Kiss. Fell the Pheasant. Mantle of Tides. Youthful Knight. Whoops. I'm going to drop everything I'm holding. Another Hell's Moving Castle. Henge Walker. Mysterious Pathlighter is the first uncommon. Wintermoor Commander is the second. To be honest, I'm just happy that it's not the things that we've seen in the first 4 packs.
Right?
And a Foulmire Knight showcase card.
That's so cool.
Not on the list, though, from what I recall, but still a cool card. I think I have one of these already, but still, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my next rare or mythic is an Oathsworn Knight. So more knights. Also a cool card. I've seen it put in some work in Standard recently, but still not on the list, so that's fine. A Plains behind that, and an On an Adventure card. So cool looking.
It is.
For like just a token, keep it. You're probably going to open plenty yourself. It's a great card. So cool. I've got plenty, so if you don't worry.
Cool.
Yeah. We have another Rowan pack. I'm about halfway through, it looks like. I probably should pick it up, because there are some valuable cards in this set that I have not come anywhere near.
That's a beautiful art.
For Forever Young?
It's very photogenic.
Yes.
Because in person, it's, it just looks, similar to any other card. But I have to say, on this screen, it makes an impact.
I just love I love the story that's being told by the art in and of itself. The old hands, the white hair, the young reflection in the cauldron. Like, it's so cool to me. But it's Forever Young. Then we have Barge In. Look at this poor guy. He's got his head stuck in the gate.
He's adorable.
His head stuck in the gate. This woman's trapped in the tower. Foreboding Fruit. Rose Thorn Halberd. Wishful Merfolk. Beloved Princess. Witch's Cottage. A Lochthwain Gargoyle. Overwhelmed Apprentice.
Love that art.
So cool. And it's the first uncommon, which means no more duplicate uncommons this time. Lucky Clover is the second. And Witch's Oven is the third. Very good cards in Standard right now, but again, still not on the list.
It's where all the little kitties get cooked.
It's actually tends to be, in this set, it tends to be where the cat, the Cauldron Familiar, gets cooked. So that you can then sack food and bring it back and sack it and bring it, get food and etc. Over and over and over again. My next rare or mythic is another Yorvo. Now, I mentioned that I would have to look up the price of the foil. If Yorvo himself was on the list, clearly the foil would be on the list. Yorvo is not on the list. So I will have to look up the foil version. I don't have to look up this one because Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig here, not on the list. Behind it, it looks like I have a foil again. Speaking of foils, it's a foil mountain.
Oh.
Again, something I will still look up. This one, I feel like much less likely to be on the list of $1 or more, but still a cool card.
I will say, I don't love that it's the same art as every other mountain card that you've opened. Same art, same art, same art.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, and again, in this box or this bundle, we got a pack full of premium lands. So, opening them here, first of all, probably opening them in bundles like that drives the price down, but also, takes up a foil slot where we could have something else.
Yeah.
A forest behind that and an ad card. Boo, ad cards. Stop putting ad cards in my packs. Go back to, they did such a good job for a while of not having ad cards at all and just having tokens, and then whatever ads they wanted, they just put them on the back of the tokens.
Yeah.
But now they're going back to straight ad cards again, and it's annoying. If you want to put arena codes in your packs, feel free and go ahead and do that. Those are technically ad cards, but ones with value for your players.
Yeah,
That's
ones that people actually care about.
Yeah. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. For now, we will go back to this Scorching Dragonfire. Vantress Paladin. Barrow Witches. 7 Dwarves again. A Tuin Vale Treefolk. Mistford River Turtle again. What's up, buddy? Fortifying Provisions. Dwarven Mine. Memory Theft. Insatiable Appetite. A Skull Knocker Ogre is the first uncommon. An Arcanist's Owl or Arcanist Owl is the second. Sweet card. Look at that art. So cool.
That would probably be amazing in foil, too.
I can imagine, yeah. And a Trail of Crumbs. Again, another good card in Standard right now. Still not on the list. But hopefully what is on the list is my next rare or mythic, which is a Folio of Fancies, which is not on the list. I believe its extended art version is, but God knows we don't get that in these packs. Behind Folio of Fancies, a cool looking card nonetheless. I like it. Interesting abilities and stuff. Behind it is a Plains and a Human token again. Good old Bell. I've got 3 packs left, and as far as I can tell, I'm gonna need to pick this up because I've gotten stuff, but it's pretty low on the list.
Well, you're on the front of this pack, so maybe.
I guess so. Garenbrig Paladin is first. Lost Legion. Merchant of the Vale. Charmed Sleep. We're getting some new commons here that we haven't seen yet. Queen of Ice. Outflank. Fling. Giant Skewer. Like a lot of new commons.
Yeah.
Sporecap Spider, there's a duplicate. Righteousness is the first uncommon. Revenge of Ravens, that's a good card,
That's a good one,
is the second. And speaking of our cat friend, the Cauldron Familiar is the third.
Cook 'em.
And my next rare or mythic is a Happily Ever After. Cool for story purposes, but not on the list. Whoa! You know what's definitely going to be on the list, though?
Oh.
A foil Ayara First of Lochthwain. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is sweet. Because again, like I said, if the non-foil version's on the list, the foil's going to be on it too. So I opened 2 Ayaras, Amy. What do you think of that? This is a pretty cool foil too.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's a big shadow on it from your finger.
Oh God. Sorry, everybody. Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. So cool. All right. She's on the list, no question. I got to look up specifically how much she is, but still. A mountain and a boar token that you get from Wolf's Quarry. Yeah, he's adorable. Too bad,
Food.
yeah, his main purpose is to die and make food. Okay. We have a Lochthwain Paladin. Searing Barrage. Look at that open mouth.
Yeah.
A Crashing Drawbridge. Another Bacon to a Pie. Another Merfolk Secret Keeper. A Shining Armor. Garen Briggs Squire. Golden Egg. Return to Nature. Run Away Together.
I love that one.
This
It's so cute.
he is cute. An Archon of Absolution is our first uncommon. Wandermare is the second. And Edgewall Innkeeper is the third. Very adventure focused these uncommons were. And my second to last, rare or mythic, is a Fabled Passage. Definitely on the list. Number 5.
Whoa.
Most expensive card in the set is this Fabled Passage. So thank you, Bundle. Thank you for something. I appreciate it. And I say thank you for something. I got 2 foil rares too, but I still would not be surprised if this Fabled Passage is more than both, if not more than both of them combined.
Dang. It's just a tree with a hole in it.
Yeah, sure. We have an island and another Bell human token. We have 1 pack remaining. Again, welcome to our bundle battles. I say we all the time. I know it's just me. It's fine. We have fun here. So,
Just you.
yeah, just I have fun here, nobody else. Lash of Thorns is the first common. Ogre Errant. Tempting Witch. The first Tempting Witch of the box. Interesting. Yeah. Merchant of the Veil. Silver Flame Ritual. Sporecap Spider. Merfolk Secret Keeper. Prized Griffin. Crystal Slipper again. A Roving Keep again. Slaying Fire is the first uncommon.
That one you haven't had yet.
Nope. Very nice. Bognaughty
Yay!
is the second. What a great card.
I open one.
Yeah. And Oakhame Adversary is the third, which means my final rare or mythic for my bundle, before we see what Amy opens, is an Iron Crag Feat, excuse me.
What an amazing art.
Yes, and it's an interesting card. You know what it is not? More than $1. Yeah. So there's that. Behind it, just a forest and a night token. That's our first night token as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, folks. We will be back in a second with Amy's opening. So, as promised, we are back. Amy has in front of her her bundle. As she opens it, I will talk to all of you. Yeah, we looked through mine. Spoilers, we looked through the all of those lovely foils that I got, and yeah, that one foil that we knew was money because it was a foil version of something that was money. That's the only one. All the other ones did not count. So I have 4 cards helping me out. 4. So Amy probably doesn't have to work that hard. You all saw already the contents of this, including the Piper of the Swarm, but that is the promo Piper of the Swarm as well as the premium lands. And so we have our packs with me on the front, apparently. Yeah. Pack number 1. Okay. When you put that out there, I will zoom it in for you. Perfect. Okay, so Amy starts with a Fierce Witch Stalker. Forever Young. A Barge Inn. Trapped in the Tower. A Witch's Cottage. A Lochthwain Gargoyle.
Okay.
To Unveil Treefolk. He's cool.
I love him.
He's pretty great. Aw, a Mistford River Turtle. I love him. A Fortifying Provisions. Dwarven Mine. Mystical Dispute.
I love that one.
You'll also love that it counts. It's on the list.
Really?
It is, as far as I can tell, if I recall, the only uncommon on the list, but it's on the list.
Cool.
So it counts. Which is great for me. A Marrowleaf Pixie is the second uncommon. And an Oakheim Adversary is the third, which means Amy's rare is Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig. So, again, my non-foil Yorvo and my foil Yorvo were not on the list. So this one is not either. Behind it is a mountain and a boar token.
I love
so
him
cute.
too.
So cute. We have a Rowan pack next.
Jeez.
Yeah, there you go. Rip into it.
That hurt my thumb.
I'm sorry. You start with Foreboding Fruit. A Scorching Dragonfire. Vantress Paladin. A Barrow Witches. A Memory Theft. We have an Insatiable Appetite. Queen of Ice. An Outflank.
I love the art on this one.
It's very interesting. It's different from a lot of the other ones in the set, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like it's much more, if I had to guess, I would say this is probably much more medieval style art.
Yeah, I mean, there is the Knights Matter aspect, so maybe that's kind of what they were going for. Fling is next. Flying Goblin. Giant's Skewer. Joust. Drowned in the Loch. It's the second uncommon, so your third.
I don't remember having seen this before.
Oh yeah, I think I got one as well. But yeah,
Drown in the Loch.
the art is
That's
awesome.
badass.
It's haunting. It's really cool. And Sir Farron the Hengehammer
Yeah.
is your third uncommon, which means, so speaking of the Knights theme, which means that your next rare or mythic is a Folio of Fancies. I got one of those as well. Also not on the list, although if we had both gotten it, it would have just, canceled each other out. But still, behind the Folio is just a Plains, and... Ooh, you got an I told you you'd get one. I told you. So there you go. Now you have an On an Adventure token.
Yay. Like it.
It's very cool. For a random representative token that they just threw in the packs, it's really cool.
Yeah.
More of those, less ad cards.
Yeah, definitely.
In this dragon pack, we start with an Ardenvale Tactician. Lash of Thorns. Ogre Errant. Tempting Witch.
Yay.
She's cool. Gingerbread Cabin.
Yes.
A Jousting Dummy. A Garenbrig Carver. Moonlit Scavengers.
I can't even sit here and say yes at every single one of these. That is cool because it's just all of them.
A Bartered Cow.
I mean, come on. Like, how amazing is that? And the cow is glowing. It's great. It's a magical cow.
Blow Your House Down.
They're just so good.
all the fairy
I
tale
love
ones in a
the
row.
cards from this set.
Yeah,
I
very
just
creative.
love them.
Super creative.
Flavor all day, every day.
Giant Opportunity. It's the beans. The magic beans that you got from that bartered cow you just saw.
Exactly. Magical cow.
Yeah. Cauldron's Gift.
That is such a cool art. My God.
Yeah. And it's your second uncommon. Which means Thunderous Snapper is the third.
Ah.
Is a many-headed turtle.
Love him.
Yeah. And so your next rare or mythic is a Castle Embereth. I'm pretty sure all the castles are here, but I
Really?
could... Oh, no, I lied to you. Nope, there's only two. The blue and the green, and this is not
Well,
blue or the green.
fine.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
This is blue.
That is, sure, that's not on the list either. But it is an island. And another on an adventure.
Yay.
There you go. They heard me. More of those. No ads. It's me.
Joe is on my path.
It's a paladin.
It's a paladin named Joe. Swoop.
Okay. Merchant of the Veil.
Okay.
A fierce witch stalker.
Fierce.
Very nice. Forever Young. So, see, you got one of those. Very nice. Hey, look. It's the Embereth Paladin. An Idyllic Grange.
That's a beautiful art.
Mm-hmm. A Wildwood Tracker. So tiny. Just so tiny. Silver Flame Squire. Prophet of the Peak. Oakhame Ranger is your first uncommon. Archon of Absolution is the second. And Keeper of Tales is the third. Fables. Why did I say Tales? Keeper of Fables is the third. I know you like this guy too. Yeah. And so your next rare or mythic is Gadwick the Wizened.
Ooh, I like him.
He's very cool. I do not believe he's on our list, though. I'm sorry.
Well, he belongs there.
I'm sorry. He's not there.
Well, fine.
He's a good card. I know he's used in Standard, but he's just not on the list. I'm so sorry. Ooh, and you have a foil. Yeah, the foiling pattern looks awesome. It is a foil uncommon in Covetous Urge. Very cool. Yeah, really awesome.
I love this.
It's the Dimir hybrid card. Very awesome.
It just makes me think of Big B's hand.
Okay, from D&D, absolutely. See, and it makes me think of Gonti from Kaladesh. Like, the Gonti cards looked a lot like that to me. So.
Oh, you know what else it makes me think of is like when I was a kid, that iteration of Scooby-Doo where they didn't have Freddy or Velma, but they had
Daphne and Scrappy.
They had Scrappy, and they had the other kid in the box with all the ghosts in it. It reminds me of the ghosts like coming out of the box.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
If you guys know what I'm talking about, leave in the comments, because I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a very obscure reference.
I don't think it's that obscure, but maybe it is. I don't know.
That's fair. Behind Covetous Urge is a forest. Oh, sorry, leave the Covetous Urge on the side because we're not sure about that price. And a human warrior token. Ooh. Very nice.
Okie dokie.
You're not quite halfway through yet.
Moving along here.
Still have a Rowan pack next. You've got one card definitively, and then the other one is a question mark, but you probably should pick it up as well. I will possibly regret saying that very quickly, but that's fine. So you start with an out muscle.
Yeah, that is an awesome art.
Yeah, that dude's suplexing a bear. Yeah. It's amazing.
It's rad.
Bake into a pie.
Yes.
Blood Haze Wolverine. Mm-hmm. A Vantress Paladin. Eye Collector.
Love Eye Collector.
Gross. A Rose Thorn Acolyte.
I like that one too.
Tome Raider. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Rose Thorn Acolyte's a cool card. A Lonesome Unicorn.
So sad.
A Mystic Sanctuary. Youthful Knight. A Slaying Fire is your first uncommon. Ooh, this card's so good. Improbable Alliance. What a great card. And Epic Downfall. Speaking of good cards, still not on the list, but still a great card. And so your next rare or mythic is Doom Foretold. I actually don't know how I feel about this card. I think the flavor of it is awesome. I just don't know about the playability of it.
I love the art. I don't remember it being useful when we were trying to draft, though.
Yeah, that's fair. And it's also not going to be useful when we're doing a finance bundle battle because it's not on the list.
Haha.
Followed by a plains and an boo.
Add card.
Boo. Okay, anyway. We move on to a dragon pack again. Oh, find one of the tougher ones.
My fingers are just not very dexterous right now.
Okay.
It's the skin on my hands is very dry.
Yeah, welcome
and it's
to-
not pliable.
Welcome to winter in the Northeast.
Yep.
At least of the U.S. Reeves Soul. 7 dwarves. Steel Gaze Griffin. Smitten Swordmaster.
He's good.
I like him.
He's a real good card.
Yep. A Rosethorn Halberd. Opt. True Love's Kiss. Another Insatiable Appetite. Aw, another Mistford River Turtle. Love him. Into the Story is your first uncommon.
Such a cool art. I
Yeah,
love it so
is.
much.
I remember when that art was spoiled before we knew what the card was, and that
Right.
art was insane.
We were like, what?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Venerable Knight, and an Inspiring Veteran. So your next rare or mythic is a Lovestruck Beast.
Yay!
Very nice. So
Wanted him.
yes, you got him. And again, there are 36 cards from the set, including showcases, etc., that count towards our total of $1 or more. Lovestruck Beast is 36 of 36, so he is the least expensive card we could possibly open that's not foil. But he's still on the list, so he goes in the stack with the
Yay.
Mystical Dispute.
Yes.
Mystical Dispute, notably number 25 as an uncommon, and that rare is 26. But also, you got a foil rare in that pack in Vantress Gargoyle.
Thanks for noticing.
I've only been standing here showing it off to you. Yeah, no, very nice. The cards, like, in some edge cases, the card is good. We will definitely look it up because it's a foil rare, so regardless, we're going to look it up. But yeah, I played with that card in a pre-release to middling effect, I would say. It's not as amazing as it could be, I feel like, but that's fine. It will be checked out, so it goes on the side. There is an island and a rat token.
Ah, he's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as cute as the mouse, but still
Yeah,
cute.
the mouse token is adorable. That you get from the carriage.
I have a friend who had a pet rat.
We still know a guy who has a pet rat.
We do?
I mean, I'm not going to tell you his name on camera, but yeah. I'm sure he does not want to be shouted out in that way. But yeah, I'll tell you after. So yes, we have a Rimrock Knight. Unexplained Vision. Lost Legion. So cool. Brimstone, even better. Brimstone Trebuchet.
Yeah, baby.
It's a great card. Silver Flame Ritual, once again, in foil. So sick. Spore Cap Spider.
I love him.
Good. Good for you. A Merfolk Secret Keeper. A Prized Griffin. A Crystal Slipper. A Roving Keep. There you go. You got Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
A Claim the Firstborn is your first uncommon.
Humble Stiltskin.
He's ugly, too.
Yeah.
He's ugly.
He sure is. That's why he needs the baby for the youthful, good
Youthful
looks.
energies, yeah. Ooh. Once and Future. Look at that art, Amy.
What a cool card.
Yep. And a Resolute Rider.
Mm-hmm.
This is that art that we read the story of the artist online. She seems like just the sweetest woman in the world.
Incredible.
And that art is so good.
Incredible.
Okay, and your next rare or mythic is... Ooh, a Realm Cloaked Giant.
I love that art. It's so cool.
Yeah, and it is on the list.
Really?
Yes, well, it's a mythic. In its showcase form, it would have been a lot higher. But instead, out of the 36 cards, it is number 33. Okay. So it is not up there. In fact, Mystical Dispute, the uncommon that you opened, between your uncommon, your rare, and your mythic, your uncommon is worth the most.
Yeah, that sounds like me. That sounds like what would happen to me. Surely.
Okay, well, there you go. You got a mythic, and it's on the list.
Okay.
Behind it is a swamp and a goat token.
A goat.
He's eating a boot.
He's eating a boot. A goat eating a boot.
Yep. More tokens, less ad cards. It's so cool. Okay. Move on to another Rowan pack. 3 left, counting this one. I will tell you, Amy, you definitely have to pick it up. Because my one card
I picked it up.
Oh, God. Don't do that to the camera.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, God.
I thought
right.
I was being funny.
So it's fine. I just, hopefully it's still focused. And hopefully everybody didn't jump back too far away from their screens when you did it.
Do it.
Crashing Drawbridge is your first card. Tempting Witch again. A Redcap Raiders. Rosethorn Acolyte.
Yeah.
Didn't say please. You didn't say please, Amy.
I didn't.
Nope.
I usually don't say please. I find I very infrequently say please or excuse me, but I very frequently say thank you and sorry.
Okay, I tend to say please and thank you, like, immediately when requesting something from someone.
Okay.
I just find that I say them both. I'm like, would you mind doing this? Please and thank you. Right? Like, just right then and there. Especially if I, know that they're going to do it, but, I still have to ask just to be polite about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, that's Manners with Joe and Amy.
Interesting stuff here, guys.
Ardenvale Paladin. A Dwarven Mine again. A Tall as a Beanstalk.
Yeah. Look at that dude.
He's turning into the beanstalk. Or coming down from the beanstalk.
Where beanstalks are his clothes and he lives in them.
That's weird.
Yes.
A Weapon Rack. Ooh. Hypnotic Sprite is your first uncommon. I do not believe it is on the list, but God, that's a gorgeous card.
Heck, man.
Sorry, it's an uncommon. But it's gorgeous.
Cool.
It is very cool.
Okay.
I was going to say, whining about it won't change it, but yes, it is cool. Hey, look, the Enchanted Carriage. So now you have the card that makes the mice.
Yay!
And that's your second uncommon, which means your third
Will
is...
it make my rat a mouse?
No, that's not how that works.
Damn it.
And Sir Eleonora the Discerning. So you have the green and the blue of those uncommon knights now.
What does she discern?
The number of cards in your hand, the spells that your opponents cast, I assume.
Oh.
And so your next rare or mythic is an Opportunistic Dragon. He's cool, but he is not on the list. Did I see another foil back there?
Maybe. It's a weapon rack.
It's a foil common weapon rack, which means I would guess it's not on the list.
Probably
but
not.
We will add it to the side nonetheless, as we do with the foils.
And I don't know. Part of me felt like this art would look a lot better in foil than it actually does.
It's that helmet looks sick, and that's
really?
that's the thing that stands out.
I guess it's on camera. It looks good, but in real life, not as much.
Fair enough. Yeah, the helmet stands out. I would say everything else is so-so, but the helmet looks great.
Okay.
But yeah, leave it on the side, and we will check it out. A mountain and a food token.
Ooh, a pie. A sad pie.
The one that you get from baking to a pie.
Yes.
Very good. You have 2 packs remaining, so make some money.
Picking it up.
Wow, thank you, Ariana Grande.
You're welcome.
All right.
Why aren't you opening?
I was going to say, you're picking it up, but you're not pulling them out, because you Can't open the pack. Oh my goodness. Do you need help? If you need help, let me know. I will.
Do it. Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
I
Give me a
feel so
moment.
defeated.
All right. I started it for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's got a little
little mouth.
pucker here.
It's a weird way to put that, but yeah, sure. Thanks for that.
Whatever. Shut up.
Okay. Shutting up. All right.
Okay.
Except when I read off these card names. We start with a Flutterfox. A foreboding fruit. Thrill of possibility.
Ooh.
Charmed sleep. A wishful merfolk. So you have Ariel.
Yes.
Ariel? Whatever.
Ariel.
Yeah, sure. Outflank again. Memory theft. A Lochthwain gargoyle. A Tuinvale treefolk.
I love him.
He's pretty great. A mantle of tides.
That's a really cool art.
You love you some merfolks.
Yes, I do.
A shepherd of the flock is your first uncommon. Bognaughty.
Yay, I got one.
You did is the second,
I
and
love Bognaughty.
it's a great card, really good card. And a Rampart Smasher
Oh,
is the third.
gruel, baby.
Yeah, Gruel. That is Amy's color identity, if anybody was curious or unaware. And so your next rare or mythic is the Circle of Loyalty.
Ooh.
It is a mythic. It is on the list, and it is still not more expensive than Mystical Dispute.
Wow. But that would be a rad foil.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
If you guys opened the Circle of Loyalty in foil, please leave it in the comments.
Yeah, let us know
and
what
let
you
me
thought.
know how sick it is.
Yeah, and yeah, it is number 30 of 36. So it's low, but it is on the list, so it goes on the stack.
It's here.
Yep. There is an island
Okay.
and a food token.
Food token. Let's have some pork, guys.
Amy, you have one more pack remaining. It has me on the front.
Yes.
So let's see if I am...
My wonderful husband.
I was going to say, let me see if I am a gift giver for you, or if I steal this victory away with
Taketh
myself. on the
away.
front. Yeah, exactly. We shall see. Ooh. Oh, you like this one. The Festive
do.
Funeral.
Festive funeral. I
Yeah.
love me a good festive funeral. You know, who doesn't?
Jesus. I mean, Yara definitely does. That's kind of her thing. And I should know, I have two Ayaras. One non-foil and one foil.
I
Let's
see
just-
them right there. I can
Yeah.
take them off your stack and put them on mine.
I mean, then I'd have two cards, so please don't. Okay. Behind that is a Searing Barrage.
He's so cool.
Yeah. Big old mouth.
Yeah.
A
Oops. Okay.
Marrowleaf Rider.
Thought I skipped one.
Nope. Barrow Witches. Fairy Guidemother.
Yeah.
A Signpost Scarecrow.
He's so cute.
A Hengewalker.
That one's cool.
He's interesting.
Yeah.
A Curious Pair. It's Hansel and Gretel.
I like them.
They're pretty great.
Eating that house.
That's right. Because, you know, who makes their house out of can? What if it rains? How ruined would that house get if it rains? It's made of gingerbread and candy. Gross. Anyway, moving
Maybe
on.
they use like a lacquer on the outside.
Yeah, but then how do the kids eat it without already dying? Isn't the whole point that it fattens them up so she can eat them in the oven?
Well,
or heat them in the oven and then eat them?
I mean, the lacquer just fattens them up. It's non-toxic, apparently.
No, apparently. So tiny. Shining Armor. Mystical Dispute. You got a second one. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It goes on the stack. Don't forget. You have a Marrowleaf Pixie as your second uncommon. And Oakhame Adversary as your third, which means your last, rare or mythic, is...
It's green.
It is green. Once Upon a Time.
Oh.
That is very nice, Amy. That is number 10.
Ooh.
Now, notably, my card is number 5, the Fabled Passage that I opened, but you have a lot more cards in your stack than I do.
Yeah.
So this one is definitely going to come down to the wire. So Amy, congratulations on your Once Upon a
Thank
Time.
you.
It definitely goes in the stack. It's a great card. This is post-bannings, so that number would have been a lot larger, which I'm grateful that it is not. But yeah, so Once Upon a Time goes on your stack.
Okay.
Behind it, Just a Mountain, no foil for you in this one. And Boo!
Boo Nuggets.
And an ad card. We will see you all in just a moment. So, as promised, we checked the foils. We added up the prices, and here we have the results. This stack over here, if you do not remember, is Amy's, and this stack over here is mine. You can't tell because you're looking at it from above, but hoo boy, Amy's stack is much thicker than mine. Amy has 7 cards, and I have 4 cards.
I do like them thick.
That's a weird thing. But Amy has 1 duplicate or set of duplicates in Double Mystical Dispute, which, by the way, were your second and third most expensive card that you opened as the only 2 uncommons. You opened 2 mythics, and they're your 5th and 6th out of 7. And your foil rare is your 7th. Yeah. So, very interesting totals for pricing in this set. So, as mentioned, this Vantress Gargoyle is Amy's least expensive card overall and the least expensive card opened today in general at $1.06. Again, TCG Player market price at the time of recording, which is a day or 2 before this video goes live. So be aware of that for when, if and when you're looking at this in the future. The second least expensive card opened today is Amy's Lovestruck Beast at $1.11. Then we follow it up with My Ayara, First of Loch Thwain at $1.17, and then Amy's Realm Cloaked Giant at $1.21. Then we move on, actually very close are my next card and your next card, but we move on to this Circle of Loyalty, which is $1.45, and my foil Ayara, they're one right after the other, but my foil Ayara is $1.48, so this is 3 cents more than this. Then we move on to the next, which is not Amy's Mystical Disputes. They are still more expensive than my next card of 4. I only have 4 cards, which is my Castle Vantress. And by the way, I misspoke before. I do apologize for those of you keeping score at home. I mentioned that the green and the blue castles, being Castle Vantress and Castle Garenbrig, were the only 2 that were on the list. I lied to you. Those are the lowest on the list, and the lowest 2 on the list. And the highest is Castle Loch Thwain, the black castle. That is the most expensive. But we did not open that today, so it is somewhat irrelevant, but I didn't want to just, state incorrect information to all of you, so there you go. Then after the Castle Loch Thwain, then we move on to Amy's Mystical Disputes, number 1 and 2. And then the Once Upon a Time, as I mentioned, is number 10, and the card that I opened that was the most expensive was Fabled Passage, which was number 1. I will point out the winner of this WiFinance HusBundle battle for Throne of Eldraine was... Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to pause it. But it was me. I won. And I will tell you, the sickest part of it all is if we take Amy's entire stack and total it up, Amy's entire stack here of all 7 cards totals $16.70. Now, the difference between my total and Amy's total was $4.76. That's how much I won by. Only $4.76. But if we were to remove these cards and we were to put Amy's entire stack of 7 cards against my Fabled Passage, I would win by 20 cents. This Fabled Passage currently is $16.90, and this entire stack is $16.70. So, on the back of this land, the 5th most expensive card in the set, which means that there were many opportunities to have gotten something better, and only one of those, in fact number one, but only one of those was a showcase card, which is just a lot harder to come by. But yeah, otherwise there are 3 mythics above that, and then 1 mythic showcase above that, above this Fabled Passage. So not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it is the 5th most expensive. So there are 4 other cards that could have been opened, and they weren't, although again, Amy did open 2 mythics. So here we are at the end of this video, off of the back of 4 cards, quality over quantity, apparently. And I always find that interesting, is that like, when we do these videos, it sometimes feels like the person who opens the least number of cards that are valuable still wins. Like, the person who opens a ton of them, they're like all on the lower end and they don't add up to like the big, you know, heavy hitters, right, like this Fabled Passage. So
yeah.
So yeah, I won this one. This is number 3. This was like the rubber match, so to speak, of the ones that we were doing back to back to back. So it does mean that I am up 2-1, but that does not mean that I have definitively won. We will have obviously many more of these to come when new sets come out, like Theros Beyond Death. The previews have started. The trailer is out. Definitely go watch that.
Yes.
Ooh, boy, that was good. So thank you all so very, very much for watching. We really, really appreciate it. From us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
We are here on YouTube. We would really appreciate it if you did all those great YouTube things. Subscribe, hit the bells, check out our two other channels. We are doing some amazing things over on Video Games for All, and it is such an interesting experience to join Amy on Gluten Free for All. It is something that I can say she's been working very hard on, and you should...
I will say that those videos are also Throne of Eldraine themed, so...
That is very, very true. We did a video on this channel of me cooking, and it was disgusting. Amy cooked and did multiple videos over on her channel for the Throne of Eldraine, or the Great Eldraine Bake Off, and they were much more talented and much more impressive. Mine was kind of gross, whereas Amy's were actual meals that we got to actually enjoy. So,
yes, and they were pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I agree. And they're, you know what? I will even say they're short. They're pretty short videos,
yes.
So if it's something that you don't really want to spend a ton of time with, it's still definitely worth it. You'll see that pop up on your screen towards the end as well. It helps us out a lot, but obviously we make it because we think that you will all enjoy it, and we really hope that you do. Again, I can speak to the video game channel and say that there's some amazing things going on over there, and I don't think enough people know about it. So I highly encourage you to go check those things out. Amy and I are working very hard on that, and again, Amy has worked and is working very hard on the Gluten Free for All channel. So thank you all so very much for coming. If you are still here, I will say check us out next week, where we would like to, sometimes things happen, but we are trying our best to have next week be kind of a prologue, a prelude, if you will, to War of the Spark Forsaken for our Jar series. We had kind of taken a break from Jar to be able to read that story, and we've got some things we need to talk about over the next probably 2 weeks. So we will definitely stay tuned to the channel for that. We still have 2 videos up a week on this channel, 2 videos up a week on Video Games for All. Lots and lots of great things. We really, really hope that you enjoy. But as we said, we have been Joe and Amy. Thank you all so very much for watching. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.